I'll apologize now for the quality of this film. It's not very high-tech. I've used my earbuds to strap my phone onto the rear view mirror so that I can capture my thoughts while I'm driving through beautiful Victoria. So I guess the reason that I want to blurt this out here is that I've continually observed a massive discrepancy, a divide, sort of a political separation in between gas car drivers and electric car drivers. And it's unusual because electric cars are designed to do the same thing that gas cars are designed to do. And when you think about the human being as a driver in a car, I don't care whether it's powered by steam, coal, gas, diesel, electric, whatever you want, propane, it makes no difference. The person sitting in that seat and the occupants in the vehicle are simply interested in being transported from where they are now to their desired destination. That's it. That's the whole thing. So, I mean, talk about common DNA here. Everybody that's into cars who needs or wants a car for one reason or another is doing the same thing. They just want to get around. So there shouldn't be this massive divide, this line between EV owners and gas car owners. It's just odd because we're all going for the same thing here. We just want to get around. Hopefully in a nice, clean, quiet, comfortable, smooth ride that is, you know, pretty safe and nice to look at and does everything we want it to do. And hopefully it's a bit of fun. That's it. We want it to be easy, cheap, and convenient. And some cars do that better than others. I feel personally as though EVs do that really well. And in a few exceptions, like those who need a pickup truck, yeah, maybe you're still driving gas for a while, whatever. But it's pretty interesting to see this big, huge divide. One thing that I think a lot of diehard gas car drivers feel is that they are competing with the ideology behind electric vehicles. And maybe what some gas car drivers don't understand, and I'm not talking about gas car drivers who are thinking about going electric, I'm talking about gas car drivers who defend gas cars as though electric vehicles are a threat to their very own person and safety. I mean, there's some radical views out there. So, but what I think a lot of people miss is that everybody who's driving a gas car today, and this is 2019, it'll be a different story in 2020 and 2022 and 2025. I think views are changing fast, right? But right now in 2019, everybody that owns an electric car today used to own a gas car. So when somebody who hates EVs starts to be vocal about it, they're not recognizing that they're actually they're taking a stance against people who used to be in the exact position as them and who looked at all the data, analyzed all the information, made educated decisions, considered all the ramifications, and pulled the trigger on an electric vehicle. We're gas car drivers. I have a gas lawnmower. I hate it. I have an electric weed whacker. I love it. I still have a gas motorcycle. In fact, I've got like 8 gas motorcycles. I hate putting gas in those things. It sucks. It stinks. It's way too expensive. And it's probably not great for the environment. But I still want to ride motorcycles. And, you know, so I drive an electric car. I guess the fact that it's good for the environment is a big deal to everybody. I mean, nobody wants to pollute, honestly. Do you want to pollute? No. Nobody does. I used to drive a diesel truck. I hated the fact that it spewed a bunch of smoke out. It drove me mental. And I realized that I don't actually need to own a truck. If I want to use a truck, I can rent a truck for a day or 2 days a year. But for that matter, I just hauled a whole bunch of garden material home for my house, and I use a Leaf like a pickup truck. I load so much crap in this car, it's not even funny. And I have a trailer that I can tow behind an electric car. So the reality is a lot of us are stuck in gas cars, whether they be new, old, big, small, whatever, because that's what was available when we purchased a vehicle last time. I won't let this drag on too long. Anyway, in summary, there should not be a great divide in between the people who love their internal combustion vehicles and the people who love their EVs. We actually love our cars for the same reason, because they get us around and they afford us a lifestyle of easy transportation. Along those lines, an EV does that better than a gas car in many circumstances. Not all circumstances, but many. And that's about it, really. there's a common thread uniting us all as drivers, and I think it's important to remember that when people get involved in you know, forums and comments about gas price articles. It becomes political. It becomes a big social bomb. It's kind of crazy, actually, the way everything blows up. But let's just try and remember that we're actually all on the same page here. We all just want to drive a car that gets us around and have fun doing it. And if you can drive something that pollutes less than what you used to drive, cool, you're on the right track. Maybe you go from a V6 to a 4-cylinder. Maybe you go from a 4-cylinder to a hybrid. Maybe you start riding a bicycle and you sell your car altogether. I've sold electric cars to people who later sold their electric cars. They said they felt so good after switching from gas to electric that they've determined that they can rent a car every now and then through Moto or whatever and ride their bicycle most days. There's a lot of people doing that. Not everybody, of course, it's a few, but you know, you got to do what's right for you. But kudos to anybody who's made decisions recently or is going to make a decision that allows you to do what you used to do while polluting less. And if it saves you a bunch of money in the meantime, ooh, nice color blue on that leaf over there. Anyway, if it saves you a bunch of money in the meantime, then you're winning all the way around. So charge on, have fun, drive lots. If you're electric, if you're gas, well, you probably don't want to drive that much. Just kidding. Anyway, take care. Thanks for watching. It's Julian from Motorize.